Hello, Nerdgenic Nation. I have some bad news. Number one, I'm sorry that I'm very late. But I have been having the hardest time tonight. Uh, for some reason, my hard drive with basically everything that makes this stream run decided to either give out on me or Monterey is just on my computer here is just not functioning properly. So I've been scrambling for the past hour, trying to figure out what to do. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be here. So number one, I'm sorry I'm late, as I said, but we're going to have this fun stream regardless. Is it going to be bare bones? Absolutely. But it's going to be a good time. I can promise you that. Whoops. Getting an echo. Sorry about that. So we are going to have a good time. I'm not going to fight it anymore. We're going to have a great time. I will just have to tell you where we are in the episodes. Typically, the way that it works is that we will have on screen all the fun stuff. You'll have my name in the corner. You'll have the timer, but we don't have that tonight. Sorry about that. But we're still going to have episode number 3 of Hawkeye, which I've been looking forward to all week, and that this happened is a major bummer. But we're going to work through it, and it's going to be fun. So episode number 3 is called Echoes, which is super exciting. I can only assume that's going to allude to Echo, obviously, which we did see at the very end of last week's episode. So I'm super psyched to see how that's going to interplay. Now, just really quick before we start, though, a lot of people have been kind of down on this series. I've been loving it. Those first 2 episodes were really good. Now, I haven't obviously seen beyond that, but I feel like people are having too high of expectations as to what we've already seen with WandaVision, with Falcon and Winter Soldier, with Loki. Those are all really big scale things. So it's hard to kind of match up with that with this very personable story of Hawkeye, which I think that's very much what this series is. And I'm just really excited to get into it. They said that this episode was short, but it's about the same as the last 2. So I'm not entirely sure what the good people of the internet were talking about. But I think, sorry, I'm just checking to see if my drive decided to show up. Still hasn't. I'll figure that out later. But let's go ahead and jump into the episode. I've had enough of a headache. You guys have waited long enough. Thank you so much for your patience. Make sure you hit like if you do enjoy these streams anyway. Subscribe if you haven't already. We have awesome content. Next week, we're going to be 10 times better. It's going to be back to what it was last week. That's for sure. But we're going to start the episode. I'm just going to give you a heads up as to where we are at certain points. We'll just 3, 2, 1, go it. And we're running. We're running. That's all we're going to do. So we're going to have some fun. If you are here in the live with me, though, make sure you let me know down in the chat. I would love to hear from you. But without further ado, I say we jump into episode number 3 of Hawkeye. So I'm going to go ahead and press play here in 3. Actually, let's all do it together. Everybody, fingers on play. Put your hands on play. And we're going to 3, 2, 1, and we're playing. Click of the Disney Plus sound if you are watching it there. I think we're going to do a bit of a recap. I'm going to turn up my volume here. We're doing the previously on right now, so we're not missing a lot if you are showing up here. I forgot about the Duquesne guy. I don't know why people are down on this. Speaking of Jack Duquesne, I highly recommend checking out my History Of video that came out on last Saturday, talking about the swordsman, aka Jack Duquesne. You will make so much more sense as to this series so far, who he is, things like that. So check out that if you haven't already. All right, we got Echo. Here we go. Let's go into it. I don't think she did that last time at the very end of last episode where she just shooed them. Oh, my drive decided to show up. Holy cow, we can actually run this baby. Holy cow. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get up and running. I'm going to see if we can get this going. We're going to see. We're popping up little by little here. Of course, after I bang my head against the wall, it decided to do that. I'll update. We're going to take off the timer for this episode. We'll just completely remove it. Is this young Kate Bishop, I'm assuming? Okay. Oh, not Kate. Unless she... Curious. Is this Hawkeye's daughter? I'm guessing? Oh, it's Maya. It's Echo. Okay. Oh, my music kicked in, it looked like. That's good. Oh, gotta see your dad. Again, we have another episode of History of just about this character, about Echo. So if you have not yet checked that out, I highly recommend it. We're gonna see Wilson Fisk, ladies and gentlemen. Is Fisk gonna show up in this episode? It's gonna be interesting to find out. Also, as the stream slowly builds, I'm gonna try and get the timer up. We may pause to catch up at some point, but we'll see if we can even get it to jump in. Is that gonna be Fisk? I know I keep saying that. It's like the whole Mephisto thing back. Oh, it looks like she was also missing a leg. Don't believe that was comically in the comics. Comically in the comics? What did I just say? We're grooving. Oh, I thought that was GSP for a second. Thought we were going back to Bartok. Batroc, whatever his name is. I always mess that guy's name up. This is supposed to be her dad getting killed? Oh, Ronan. Okay, we're starting to definitely very heavily deviate from the comic origins of Echo here. But it'll be interesting to see if some other pieces show up. For that, you're going to have to check out the history of episode. I'm sorry. Nothing I can do. Gotta stab dad. We got 7. We're currently at 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Snap. See, Maya was a little girl in the comics when her dad died, so... Is he gonna leave it? Is he gonna leave the handprint? Is he gonna leave the handprint? Show us! Yeah, we got the handprint! I know that's bad because he just died. But for comic's sake, that did happen. She was just much younger, so there's that. KB Toys. Yeesh. Looking rough, but you know what? KB Toys is a staple. I'm sorry, it is. I love these Russian gang guys. They're so weird. What was the point of them watching? Just them riding the ponies, basically. Is he speaking Spanish with the Russian gang? I guess it just depends if you're a fan. Oh. Oh, she's gonna connect with him because of this? So interesting to see how this is gonna go. Do you sign? Classic Marvel just thrown in. I feel like that's a foreshadow, 100%. Had another echo going on. I've always wanted to learn sign language. I wish, would it, wonder if it's, that great. I'm sure knowing Marvel, they actually put in the effort for her to know sign language. I thought it was her that was taking off the tape, not him. But I guess it would have made sense because he had his arms behind his back, and I didn't even pay attention to that. For those of you who need to check in, we're at 1338, 39, 1340. I feel like this is like classic good guy versus bad guy. Ooh. That was a breakaway shelf. Come on. Oh, snap. See, this is like a decent fight. I think. I mean, I'm no fight expert. Ooh. Lost the hearing aid. Here we go with the foreshadow. She has really got a vendetta against that hearing aid. That was a little bit much. A little campy, but that's okay. I feel like this guy looks like Kit Harington. Maybe not like perfectly, but I kind of wish they would have done this whole fight very one-shot, kind of very Daredevil. I think that would have been a lot cooler if they kept these guys going. Oh, snap. And cut the tape. Where'd the ball pit come from? Oh, he must have jumped in. I keep forgetting this is a KB Toys. No KB Toys I ever went to had a ball pit, but... Running low on arrows, Clint. Gotta do the classic slow-mo. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Sure you were. This was a clip that they showed during Disney Plus Day, I believe. And this next scene is going to be pretty dope, so... Wonder why he has one hearing aid if he's so hard of hearing. Unless just that other ear just doesn't hear anything. Now we get that one shot that I was talking about earlier that they should have done for the first fight between Echo and Hawkeye. This shot always reminds me of Fright Night. If anybody's seen that with Anton Yelchin and Colin Farrell. Bad guys and stormtroopers can never get a shot anywhere near the heroes. It's like a trope, but it's got to work. Heroes got to survive. Heroes got to get through. No, you weren't. Not really. Hit the one that's coming straight at you. Oh, okay. Way to go. That was a good move. Oh, snap. Why do people not like this show? It's great. Fun fact, you actually can't go that fast in reverse. Good guys can always outrun bad guys if they're going in reverse. Where do these guys come from? Probably not. Oh, that was a bad green screen. Uh-oh. That truck is taking the beating out of all of these cars. Spider-Man. That's gotta be an ab workout for that girl. I mean, I know most of this is stunts, but like hanging onto the side of the car doing that kind of speed and those kind of turns, only Dominic Toretto could pull that off. Nope. She's going for her bow and arrow. Or her bow, I guess, technically. Just. She had a quiver earlier, but. Oh. Hit him with the Joker gas. Just because it's purple smoke. You couldn't have just stomped on the brakes and hold the wheels? Oh, snap. We gotta go. If he doesn't say that. Again, how does nobody like this show? It's great. Oh, he's got a special one. Oh, it's a Pym arrow. What's this mean? Oh, he made a jet! Alright. I see. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm having so much fun with this show. How are you not? That was pretty awesome. 22:49 is the time. USB arrow. What do you need a USB arrow for? In this scenario. I think that was just a distraction arrow. Brrr. That's 2 in this episode. Gotta do that slow-mo action. And now right onto the train. And the suction cup arrow saves the day. The plunger arrow is what, as Kate called it. There you go. Perfect. I think I was coming a little bit hot earlier. Let me know in the chat if you're here with me. Sorry about that. I realized halfway through the episode. Again, time check. We are at minute 24 right now. We gotta get more of Rogers the Musical. Uh-oh, the ant's home. Or Kate came back, I'm not sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is kind of heartbreaking. As a dad, this kind of hurts. I like that this show's giving a little bit more heart to Hawkeye, a character that was very much underdeveloped in a lot of MCU stuff. And by the way, this is much better than Black Widow, like development wise, I think, for a character post um, MCU timeline. I mean, like Infinity War, like how to build that character out. They took their time, have a series, have like actual things happen. Uncle. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Is Uncle gonna end up being Fisk? I think it might be. Look into Clint Barton. Oh, Lucky. Lucky's back. Apparently this dog does have both eyes, so I guess they CG'd the other eye, which is crazy. I love how they use flip phones for superheroes. Can't hear you. I don't know what. It's probably just like one of those anxious talkers. What? Oh, he turned it off. He has it fixed. Even worse. I don't know why. I'm getting flashbacks to Endgame when Hulk is at the diner taking pictures with kids. Oh, she's totally gonna draw his comic accurate one, which was supposed to appear in the second episode. I don't know if it actually did. There you go. People want Hawkeye to put on his comic suit, but like it just doesn't fit in this world. It's honestly too late. Like, had they done it back in Avengers, okay, but it's too late now. Just let it go. The big purple arrow on the chest from the comic that this is based on makes way more sense. The mom's up to something too. Mark my words, it's gonna happen. I think I said that last stream. His name is Lucky the Pizza Town. Close. Put Lucky in front of it. Ah, come on. Oh, he actually knows who they are. Like, by name. But does he know Maya? That's strange. We're gonna say a name? Ah, come on. Oh no. Okay. I'm just dancing to the music. Time check for this in 35:54. We're nearing the end of the episode. Gonna see how we. New York, man. Yeah, Clint's a lot more of a subtle type of guy. I find it interesting that they didn't use a Mac. Stabbed. The fact that she knows how to spell his name just like that? Holy crap. Kate. Uh-oh. We got an assassin? Or just mom home? What's going on? What's going on? Is it mom home? Is it we're gonna be attacked? What's going on? Jack's home. and using the Ronin sword. That's how we're gonna end it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I love the art style. All of this stuff. And I think this is different from the last one, so pretty sick. Well, I don't have a timer to turn off. We're just wrapped up there, going through the graphics now. I don't know if there's going to be anything at the end, so I'm just kind of waiting. Now, some of this does look like it might be a repeated from last week. Oh, lucky! I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. See if there's anything worth. Dun, 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 dun. Wonder why they. Well, I guess that's true. She wasn't. It's in the show. Alright, so there's 4 minutes, and it's all credits. Not even a little something? Not even a how you doing? A handshake? A top of the morning to you? Nothing? Come on, Marvel. You are the post-mid-credit kings of the world, and they got nothing. Scrubbing through, ladies and gentlemen, we got nothing. Nothing but a recommendation to watch Shang-Chi from Disney+. You should still watch it. I haven't made a video on it, but... Alright, that was the episode, Hawkeye, episode number 3, called Echoes. I liked it. I had a good time. The whole car chase scene, the different arrows, the... I hate to call it mythology, but the whole storyline with Clint and his kids, with the even with like the loss of the hearing aid, or at least, you know, it being broken, I found absolutely fascinating. I thought this was a great episode. Would I say it's my top of the top favorites? Probably not. It had some things it probably could work on, but I'm really enjoying this series. I feel like it's genuinely, probably consistently my favorite thus far. And I don't mean that necessarily like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like, I'm actually thoroughly enjoying a good story. Like a good progression of a character that is picking up from something that we've seen like for the past 10 plus years, like a decade worth of seeing this character, and we're now getting his development, but it feels kind of grounded. It feels real. Kate feels pretty much grounded in reality, despite obviously how crazy rich she is. And how wild some of these things are. But I like the kind of lower level of it. It's not going over the top like a Black Widow, where even though she did die in Endgame, it's not going back and telling Clint's story and giving some outlandish thing where he's basically superhuman without ever putting the word superhuman on top of Clint's name. He's actually very much human in this show, and I feel like that's what I like the most about it. And that's kind of what I liked a lot about Anthony Mackie's progression from Falcon to, I almost said Winter Soldier, from Falcon to Captain America, is that he's just a guy. But at the same time, he's able to do things very superhuman, like Captain America, like Steve Rogers, which is a little bit sus. But this one is, in my own personal opinion, staying very grounded. Very much like the Daredevil show that we saw. I know it's not as dark, but very much like Daredevil when it was on Netflix. And speaking of which, we are hoping that I'm at least thinking the allusion to that uncle line that the gentleman Kazi had said earlier might be Wilson Fisk. Might be. Not guaranteed, but everybody's hoping for that Wilson Fisk reveal at some point. But technically, we're now halfway through this series. We've only done 2 live streams, ladies and gentlemen. That's absolutely crazy. But I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. And I genuinely look forward to next week. The stream will hopefully be smoother and not have to have that weird, awkward beginning like we had earlier today. But if you stuck around with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, if you are here with me live, let me know what you thought about the episode. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you miss on future live streams like this. They're so much fun. And if you weren't able to get here, if you're watching this on replay, what happened? Let's talk. Was it a time issue? Is it just because this is around the holidays? You can, get the time away. Whatever it is, we got to fix it and we got to get you here. So let me know down in the comments there what you think about the show in general, as well as what it's going to take for me to get you to these live streams. But let's give this episode a grade. I think I gave episode 1 probably I kind of muffed it, to be honest with you, because I did grade one of the episodes I think last week, but not the other one. I think I gave the first episode a 7. I would give the second episode, from my memory, probably also a 7. And then I would give this episode probably a good 8. I liked it a lot more. I liked it more. I wouldn't say it's quite 9 territory, but it's definitely, I'd push it to an 8.5. I would push it to an 8.5. I got to take note after the stream of what exactly I just said here, so I don't muff it later for you guys. But I'm thoroughly enjoying Hawkeye. I don't know why people are such a downer on it. Like, it's fun. It's around the holiday season, centered around it, and it's around the holiday season for us. So it just it feels like it's coinciding very well. Like, I feel like this is a good holiday thing to watch, very much like a Die Hard, where it's tons of action, but there's Christmas in the background. And I think that's really fun. I love Christmas and the holidays, so it's hitting all the right notes for me. The different arrows. I don't do archery, but I enjoy doing archery. So I feel like it's just hitting all the right buttons. Maybe it's just a personal thing, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I do want to hear from you, though, down in the comments, what you think thus far. But let's make some predictions. So let me recap in my memory. So 7, 8.5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. So that's my grades thus far. But let's make some predictions as to what's going to happen next. I didn't really know where to go last week, but I think there should be some predictions this week. So obviously we know Echo has somebody above her. Predictions, Wilson Fisk. That's pretty much the only person who I think we've been alluding to, most likely Vincent D'Onofrio's. Rumor has been that he's actually going to appear in like the big form of Kingpin, very much like we saw in like Into the Spider-Verse. I think that's way outlandish. I don't think there's any weight to that whatsoever. It would look so ridiculous in such a grounded show like this. It would make absolutely no sense. So I don't believe that in the slightest, to be honest with you. So I'm expecting more something along the lines of just a regular Wilson Fisk, Vincent D'Onofrio, maybe because of the whole multiverse shift. We're just going to get a little bit lighter version of him, more Marvel and Disney-fied, I guess is the best way to put it. But I do expect to see Wilson Fisk at some point. Probably, I would guess episode 5, maybe episode 4. But I'm going to guess probably episode 5 would be that sweet spot to set up the finale and sort of him going forward, but not necessarily him being a major player in the show because we're focusing on Echo. So I feel like that makes a lot more sense. What else do we think is going to happen? I think I did make a small prediction in the last episode, and I think that I'm going to have to stick to it, is that whatever's going to happen, that they're going to solve everything by the finale, and Clint will be home for Christmas, which is going to be on Christmas. So whether he's going to have to take a Quinjet of some kind or whatever the case may be, Kate's going to buy him, private plane or get him private to his family on Christmas. He's going to open up the door, very Home Alone style, like as they're opening presents or waking up on Christmas morning. I feel like that's going to be the main deal here. So that's a definitely prediction for that. Moving forward, though, I think it's just going to be a showdown of who's going to, pull out the whole Ronin piece. Now, it's interesting about Echo, and you can find out more information about it in the History of Echo video here on Nerdgenic's channel. But she actually was the first person to have the Ronin persona. So the fact that she's not only not the first Ronin, because that's in this case Hawkeye, but that the Ronin was the one that killed her father. But they're kind of alluding that it wasn't him because they didn't show him, but they're also saying that, it kind of was Clint at that time, because as far as we know, nobody else has been Ronin. But also, I know also just my own theories here, I'm going to go out on a limb and say possibly, very bold prediction, maybe Jack had a similar costume made and maybe was like a replica and ended up killing her father, because in the comics, it's Daredevil that gets framed for Echo's father's death, when in fact it was caused by Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. So I think that there might be a little bit of, that's very bold prediction. I know it's crazy because there's only been one Ronin, which was Hawkeye, but I think there's a shot. It's small, very small, but I think there's a target in this that we can shoot an arrow at, if you will. But I think those are the majority of my predictions. Other than the mom is up to something. She either knows something about Jack, she has some hand in this. I don't know what it is. The mom has some dirt on her hands. I don't know what it is, but those hands are dirty, let me tell you. I'm thinking Lucky the Pizza Dog is the greatest dog in the world. That's that's not a prediction, that's a fact. But I think that's about all I have, to be honest with you. I enjoyed the episode. It was a fun time. And I can't wait till next week. That's all I got. So it is now December 1st, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a new month. We're going to have tons of new content. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you subscribe to Nerdgenic. Make sure you ring that ding-a-ling bell down below so you don't miss out on any future content, including these awesome weekly live streams every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube. So you don't want to miss out on that. Plus our other awesome content, which you can check out on screen once this video is posted, not live, obviously. But that's going to be such videos as Ash's review of the Ouran High School Host Club series anime, which was a really great video. I really enjoyed that video by her. Or you can check out this other video where I talk about who's going to be the new owner, or 5 possible owners of who could take over Avengers Tower. It's been out, it's been sold as of, I believe it was Spider-Man Homecoming, and so we don't know who the new owner is, but I give you 5 possible people who could be taken over. So you check out either of those videos or any of our other awesome videos like my History of series. You can check out any of them. They're so much fun. But other than that, I think that's going to be all for me this week. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I lost my mouse. Okay, there we go. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video.